Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Lexi Jong. If you're not new, welcome back. And today I just have some things that are new to me from Kogan Dough, and I wanted to test them out. So far on my face, I have on the Syrup Perfectioniste Primer, the Clé de Peau Cream to Powder, the Radiant Cream to Powder Foundation in shade I-10. So that's this guy here. And the under eye concealer mix I've really been liking is the Pat McGrath concealer in L1 mixed with the Sisley Phytoceramic Clot in shade 1. So the Pat McGrath is a little light. This one's a little dark. The two of them mix together beautifully, both texturally and give me like the perfect shade. So I've really been enjoying that particular mix. And then I set everything with the Pat McGrath under eye blurring powder in shade light. All right, so on to what I have from Kogan Dough. So I purchased 3 different things. First thing is something I'm a little nervous about because if you watch my channel, you know that I am not somebody who contours or bronzes. But I really wanted to try this contrast powder, and this is the shade Glow. So there's a highlighter and a contour. Oh, it kind of looks like there's a little smudge there. I probably smudged it myself. Anyway, mirror here, and you've got the contour powder and the highlighter. So let's see what these look like. So here's the contour powder. Oh, good. So that's pretty light. That should work well for me. And here's the highlight. Both of these powders are very, very creamy and smooth out really well. The highlight obviously has some shimmer. I'm sure you can see that there. And you can see that a little bit on the swatch there. So it's, you know, that super, super fine. I believe they're using the artificial mica in here. Yeah, the synthetic I don't know how to say it, fluoroflogopite. But anyway, that's like a synthetic mica, I believe, and that's what's giving the sparkle in here. So it is a very, very fine bit of sparkle. All right, the contour though is matte. The other things I purchased, I've got the, again, my pronunciation is bad, but the Givenchy Mineral Cheek Palette, and I purchased the shade Pink. All right, so here we go. We've got a mirror on one side, and there's a blush brush and a pink, like a rosy pink and more of a peachy pink. All right, let's swatch these. Okay, so here are these 2 colors. They are swatching pretty lightly. Let me try that again on my other hand in case I can get it a little bit darker. Okay, so here are the swatches on my other hand, and they are more of a matte blush. Okay, so they are pretty light. They sheer out fairly well, so we'll see how this goes. And then the last thing is the favorite for many people is the Givenchy Brightening Moisture Powder, which I've been wanting to try, and I believe it is now permanent. Okay. Inside, we've got a mirror on one side. There's a little brush, little round brush on a tray, and then here's the powder. That is very pretty. All right, so when you swirl it together, there's that. So that's just right up here. And there is a tiny bit of shimmer in there. Not too much, but I do see a little bit of shimmer particles in there. So let me just, and down very far in the ingredient list, there is a little bit of that synthetic mica. So there is definitely a tiny, tiny bit of shimmer in there, but not really something you would pick up on your face, but I'm sure it'll give a nice luminosity. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to start off with the contour powder since it is what I'm most nervous about. This is really small, so it's gonna be a little bit challenging to get a brush in there. Let's see here. I'm gonna go and use the Wayne Goss airbrush. So I'm gonna tap in a little bit here. Picks up very well. And we're gonna just start here. Most contour powders and bronzers that I've tried are, too dark or too orangey, and so it's just not something I really use. Plus with my cheek shape, although it would benefit from some contouring, I guess I'm just kind of used to the way it is. But let's see here. Can you guys tell there's a difference here? And you can see my psoriasis is getting a little angry with all of the stress right now. So please excuse the redness in my hairline. What do you guys think? I'd love to know. If you could leave a comment down below and just tell me whether you think that made a big difference or not. I actually think it might have, but I'm not sure if it's just in my head. All right. And I guess we'll do a tiny bit along the nose here. All right. I actually, for contour powders, I really like that color. So I am happy that I got that to play with. So that's definitely one of my goals, is playing with contours and bronzers this year. All right, so let's go ahead and use the blush. And I think we're gonna go ahead and use both shades. So I'm gonna use the Surratt cheek brush, and I'm gonna go into the lightest pink shade first and kind of put that all over. And then I'll do a pop of color with the brighter one. I have to say this color is, I think it's too light. It doesn't really make much of a difference. I can see it on my skin, and it's a very nice natural pink, but it's not really giving me that much of a flush. So, not my favorite shade, but the actual texture of it so far seems nice. All right, let's go ahead and mix in the dark pink, and I'm using the same brush. I'm just going to tap it on here. All right, that shade I like much better. I like that one a lot, actually. So that would be great for a really light, natural, like kind of like a no makeup kind of day. Let's punch it up a little bit more. All right, so we'll see how it wears, but I like that one a lot. So definitely the darker pink is a color I like in here. They had two blush palettes. They had this pink one and then like a peachy version. I was really tempted to get the peachy one, but I decided to go with the pink. I thought the colors might be a little bit more wearable for me, but I'm curious to know how the peach would work out with their lighter shade, because I feel like this light pink is barely there. So, all right, let's go ahead and use the brightening powder. Okay, so again, that's this guy. And I don't really use the brushes that come in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and use another brush. And I think let's buff it in today with the Sonia G Face one. So I actually just barely stamped that in. That came off quite a bit. So I'm gonna pat it on. And I think it gave me a nice luminosity, and it does not make my skin look dry at all. We'll have to see how it wears through the day, but I like the finish on it a lot. And I don't feel like the blush or the contour powder moved at all with that. So far, so good. All right, let's go ahead back into this glow powder and test out the highlighter here. So for the highlight today, let's use, I'm going to use the Rephr fan brush. This is number 20. And I'm just going to run this along the top here. Can't really tell if it's coming up. I'm sure it is. I've got plenty of fallout here now. All right. Wow, that is, it's brighter than I thought. I definitely picked up plenty on the brush initially. All right, I really like this. I'm very happy with all three of these products. I have to say I was really nervous about that, but I really I'm really pleased. I'm very glad that I got these, and looking forward to trying more. I wish they had a larger range of color cosmetics. They actually don't have a lot. I was very tempted to get some of the lip products, but because I've purchased so many lip products recently, I decided to hold off. Plus, I'm really waiting for those new Guerlain Rouge G lipsticks to come out. They look really pretty. So I think that's it for that. I will be back in a minute. I'm just going to finish up my makeup, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I am back with my finished look. So I used the Tom Ford Soleil Neige. This is Fleur Neige number 11. This is a cream and powder duo that came out during the holiday. So I have that on my eyes, and then I used the Chantecaille lip cheek from the Hummingbird collection in Coral Belle on my lips. So I think overall, I'm really liking the sheen of all of these products. They don't look dry at all on my skin, and they're giving kind of like this natural like glow, and you know, a little bit extra, but it's really natural looking. So I will leave an update down below in the description box with how well everything wears throughout the day, but so far so good, and I'm really enjoying this. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this was fun. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and spread the word. So I know a lot of people are looking for things to watch at this time, so please down below in the comment section, list some people that you guys are watching so that maybe some other people can get some ideas. And you know, if you could spread my channel around, that'd be great too. So thanks so much, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Have a great day.